Good afternoon. Sam Tolbert, Sound of Joy Music Services, and you are on our first podcast dealing with the Dreamtonics software. That shouldn't be up. How are you doing? I'm trying to always be ahead of technology. And back in my early days as a youngster, and I'll say youngster at the age of 17, I was given a tremendous opportunity to apply for the IBM Corporation, and I passed several tests that they had offered, and I got a chance to work not on computers but on typewriters. But in that era of that mode, I got a chance to see some of the technology that was still on the shelf. You might say that they weren't ready to release. So I got to see the first PC computer as it was being demonstrated before it was made offered to the world. And when I saw where they were able to play on a keyboard and then display the notes on a screen, I said, I've got to be in that arena because that'll really save the time of me trying to learn how to get music that I've written put into sheet music format. Of course, technology has now advanced to the point to where I'm having this podcast. The company that I'm going to be highlighting, because I am a user of their software, is Dreamtonics Synthesizer V Pro. And this is the software that you hear me lately using to replicate the human singing voice. Now, yes, it can do rap also. I kind of did a couple of those to see whether or not I would like the way that sounds. So I'm not a rapper, but the availability of this software is there. So this is a podcast that I am creating. This is the first one, so it may be a little bit sketchy, but you're going to have some fun. Trust me, that's what I'm looking to do is to keep these informative and fun at the same time because now you will get to see the how I create the music out basically out of electronic air. So you've got a view of my keyboard. I don't have my keyboard set up for the software. Let me just link that to it so you hear what the sound is. So that is the sound that you're going to get out of my keyboard. You don't get a full chord anymore because we're now in a simulated voice mode. And what happens in this environment for me is that I can't think chords, but I've got to think what would a singer do? How does a singer approach a song? Um, it'd be easy enough to drag MIDI files and then just attach words to it. But I've watched other channels do the same thing, and I say, don't they know that you've got to now phonetically and syllable wise readjust those words so that they can be heard or audibly heard? So I'm going to share some of what I've done in the past, and I've got a couple of ideas of songs I want to do live. So as you are watching, feel free to comment. In fact, let me do that and welcome everyone who is watching because there's no one going to give you, in a sense, firsthand look at what technology is able to do. Just pulling up my iPad so I can type welcome because I do monitor the chat. And you're going to get to see firsthand uh, not really how much fun it is, but how inventive it is to be able to, for the first time, hear what a original song or an old song could sound like if you were the composer. Let's pull up something that I've done in the past. Actually, let me pull up something that I'm actually working on. I won't finish it here, but I'll just to give you a start. You're seeing all the songs that you see there are the ones. Let me open this up. These are all the songs so far that I've been working on. As you can see, I've been busy, tremendously busy, tremendously busy. A lot of these are already completed. Some I've started, and then I wanted to go to something different. Let me pull up. Let's see. Let me do "On My Way Home." That is the one of the recent ones that I've done. This was done for a a viewer who wanted to learn this song, and I said it's best to be able to learn this song with a male chorus singing in the background, so chord placement can be placed. So this is "On My Way Home." Let me loop it so you can see how much fun this is to be able to manipulate the software. Now let's find where am I? I just turned on the loop. Where are they? I can't find the loop arms. Now these were all MIDI notes that I created, and then went in and put the text in, and then had to adjust the text to be able to match human-like singing. I want to loop this, and my loop points are not showing up. Interesting. All right. Well, let me let you listen to it, and then I'll let you see how all the different voicings was put together. Let's see. And I used, let me see, how many voices did I use? All right. So these are all the voices that I used. They're all male voices. I have three male singers. Well, actually, four if I include the other demo singer that came. Richie is the rap voice, but he's the more rougher sounding voice. Hayden is your more extremely high tenor, so he got a good range. And then Saros, who is more of a sensual sounding tenor. They each have a voice that can be uh, create music around to match a particular style of song. So let's listen to. I'm going to mute everybody else and just solo Richie. He is our lead male singer. Again, this is created using my keyboard. Ah, there's my loop point. As soon as I hit play, the loop point came up. All right, so let me. Yes, you can loop these like you would do a regular VST software so that you can don't have to worry about restarting it every time you're working on it. And you have two sets of windows. You've got the main workspace and then this alternative workspace where all your voices are kept. All right, so let's see what we got here. Just the
On my way home, Lord. On my way home. On my way home, Lord.
okay, I just put him on solo.
On my way home, Lord.
Now these are all created by a keyboard.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Said you would.
Key of D.
On my way home. On my way home. On my way home. Way home. On my way home. Fix it, Jesus, fix it. Said you would. On my.
So what I did there was I needed to have a lead singer. So the lead singer voice was created first, and then the background singers were added. So that's our lead singer. We'll unmute him. This is the vocal for our first tenor, vocal for our second tenor, vocal for our third tenor. And as you can see on the right or on the left, you see me highlighting those keys. That's a keyboard to let you know that you're on the note that you wanted to assign. I do have issues sometimes when I'm looking at it. Uh, I'd rather put the key. Well, I guess a good place for the keyboard. Sometimes I can't quite line it up until I play it, and then it doesn't sound right. So here's what this one sounds like with everybody singing. Let's put it right here.
On my way home,
in the key of
Lord.
D.
On my way home.
And yes, you are hearing
On
stereo if
my
you wear
way home,
headphones.
Lord.
On my way home.
On my way home, Lord.
On my way home.
Fix it,
Fix
Jesus.
it, Jesus.
Fix
Fix
it
it like you
said
said
you
you would.
On my way home.
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 Fix it,
Fix it,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Fix it
it like you said you would.
Now, to be able to have a bunch of men meet me here in my studio, here in my basement house, and get them together, number one, would be almost impossible. To get them to sing the notes I want to hear is impossible. But with technology now, this is extremely possible. And to sing the correct notes and the lyrics the way that you want them to be sang. So that's On My Way Home. We're going to create one as part of this presentation. We're going to create an entire new song that's not on my list here. In fact, let's do that right now. I want to thank those that are watching. I believe I see 5 viewers in. Again, you're not required to let me know that you're here, but I generally do like to give acknowledge for those who are watching. I didn't make any changes, did I? No. So let's discard any changes. So the song that I was two songs that I was thinking about using to demonstrate this. One is "Lord, Prepare Me to Be a Sanctuary," the old version, the original, not the up tempo one, but the original version. Or I was going to, I might get in trouble with you using that one. I may look at the Clark Sisters, either "Looking for a Miracle" or "Is My Living in Vain?" Something that's really going to be challenging to the system. But of course, they're Clark Sisters, and there is no tenor voice. It's a female tenor voice. I may leave that one alone. Let's look at "Lord, Prepare Me to Be a Sanctuary." Now, as you will notice, in fact, you probably can't see it, but uh, there is no reference to what key to put this software in. All the keys are available to you. You have to decide based upon what scale that is being used for the song to decide. So I'm going to decide to put it in the key of, we'll put it in the key of F. And what I'm going to do is set the tempo. I know that screen there may not quite show it all the way, but it should pop up there. It defaults to a tempo of 120. I'm trying to think of how I want. Lord, 2, 3. Let's try 100. Because again, I've done so many of these, I almost got in my head what they sound like. So here, as you see the mouse, this is where your actual track controls are for skipping back and forth, record, stop, and play. We turn off the loop so it doesn't loop that one spot. So when it starts to play, in fact, I gotta make sure you can hear it. Let me verify that that's coming over. Okay, let me change that. That's not coming over. It should be. Okay, I guess it is coming over. Okay, I want to make sure that you could hear the the click. I'm actually listening through my iPad. This way, I can make sure that my microphone doesn't drop out or the music drop out. Welcome, Bruin. So, Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. That 1, 2, long. I gotta check that tempo again. Prepare me to be a sanctuary for. Okay, that's a good speed. So key of F. This is what I'm going to pick. Let me just get my notes down. Okay, we got to change that. Turn the keyboard, assign the keyboard MIDI back into the software. Okay. All right, so I'm just getting where the notes are. I always do um the highest note or the soprano voice first, because then I duplicate that track and then build all the other voices from that. So we only need about two of these. So let's. And unfortunately, there's no pre-roll, so you got to catch it. But then you can always move it around, and you will see. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I made a mistake. I'll fix it. 3, 4, 1. So my mistake was I was trying to match the lyrics with the notes, and Thanksgiving should have been three notes, but this allows me to split the MIDI file into those three notes. Now I generally go to snap to grid so that it locks everything within the grid. Then I look at to make sure that everything is lined up okay. Now in this, the way you see them highlighted in green, they were all selected. This is when I go in and I move it to position 2 so that so there's no long space starting it up. All right. Now, I might be able to get away with this. Oh, I see Thanksgiving is going to be a problem. When it's highlighted like this, using a right click, this box opens up and you see it where it says insert lyrics. Inside, every note is assigned the word la. So we go la 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 all the way through because that's the actual default. You have to insert the words. So generally what I generally always take the first 2 or 3. I'm gonna see how many I can get in before I mess it up. So I highlighted them all, and Lord, prepare. Now the word prepare has 2 syllables, which means space, and the plus key, which is shift plus, gives me the second syllable of prepare. Prepare me to be a, now sanctuary, yeah, look at my spelling. Sanctuary is sanctuary. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pluses. Sanct is the first one. Chew is the first one. Air, re, okay. Pure and holy has 2 syllables plus. Tried and true. So I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to see how easy how accurate I am. So in this format, there's no voice that's assigned to it because this the highest part, a soprano is going to go there, and I have my soprano as Solaria. Solaria is one of the voices that you can purchase. I believe it was $89 for that voice. But she's the newest English speaking voice. This is a Dreamtonics Synthesizer V Pro. Is a Japanese created software. So a lot of their singers are from Japanese, Chinese, the Asian. So you can use them to sing English, but there will be some dialect from the actual conversion. But they have hired some singers also. Well, thank you, Rhonda. So they have our high English singers, and the voices are royalty free. So anything you create with these voices, you own. You don't have to pay anybody. So let's see what I've done so far. Yes, you can change the size of this so you can sort of scroll better. But let's hear what we got.
Lord, Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary.
All right, so we got some problems there already. That's why I generally like to do the first few words first so I can fix the problems on the way. Sanctuary, we need to extend this out. And let's see what we got.
To be a sanctuary.
All right, so I must have spelled sanctuary wrong. Let's go in and look at it. Generally, when you got an issue like this, you go in and you just highlight where it's wrong, go back into the lyrics and see what you did. Yes, I did spell sanctuary wrong. I'm looking at a monitor that's way across from me. Let me just move this over so I can do it how I normally do it. Let's see. So I can spell it right. Four notes. Okay, I think I spelled it right this time. Let's see.
Sanctuary.
Nope. Okay, this is when I generally go to my iPhone and ask for a word to be spelled. I should be able to spell this word. They go on mute. Okay, I just asked Siri how to spell it correctly. I had one letter missing. Okay, let's try this again.
To be a sanctuary.
Much better.
Pure and holy.
Continue.
Trident true.
All right, spell tried because I got a letter missing there. Tried, H-A-D. And pick it from
Tried and true. Lord, prepare.
there. All right, because that's where I did not give it the, I guess you call it a trill. And that's done by adding the minus. Tried and true. Minus, minus, minus. Three notes.
Tried and true.
All right, let's get the rest in. With Thanksgiving. And that's the one I did not do right. With Thanksgiving. All right, so Thanksgiving is going to sound like this, incorrectly played.
With Thanksgiving. With Thanksgiving.
So, with Thanksgiving. That should have all been tied together. So what we do here is we bring these notes over to each other to tie them together. But that's still incorrectly done. So we go back in, insert lyrics, type the word Thanksgiving. I still don't have it right. Because I'm talking, that's why I'm not doing this right. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. So 3 plus plus.
With Thanksgiving.
Okay. I'll be a living. I'll be a living. This got to be tied together. I'll be a living. And again, when you're playing it on the keyboard, you're not giving the breath. How the breath? A keyboard, if you hold a note, it's using computer language to to measure how long you're holding it by actual milliseconds. When a person is singing, they're doing a lot within the span of them getting an audible note out, doing trills, doing the lyrics. This is where you do the actual programming. Let me see. With Thanksgiving, I'll be a living, and this is where I've had the most fun because I can manipulate what I want it to sound like. I'll be uh living, and that's a plus 2 syllables.
I'll be a living.
Now let's see if I can spell sanctuary correct this time. Sanctuary should be, these should be all tied together. Sanctu, tie you into there. Yeah, come on back over here. Sanctu, come over here. Sanctuary, shorten you. Well, I'll wait till we see what it sounds like. The the algorithm or the software knows that it's supposed to be emulating a human voice. If a human voice runs out of air on a syllable word after 10 seconds, it's going to automatically dip it because it's going to say no human can sing this strong for this note for that long. So it makes you, what's the word I want to use? It makes you, I'm trying to think of the correct word to say. It gives honor to a singer that says a robot can do this for whatever, but a human is going to sound like this. The intent is to humanize the software. I'll be a living sanctuary. Sanctuary 4 spaces. So the word sanctuary. Let's see if I remember the spelling. I had it right except for sanctuary. I should have it right this time.
Can you choose?
Of course, I spelled the word wrong. Sanctuary. Plus. Should have it right this time. Sanctuary. Sanctuary. No, it should give me unless I spelled it wrong again. Yes, I did. All right. You're going to see me do it live. Hey, Siri, spell the word sanctuary for me.
Sanctuary. Sanctuary.
That's what I did.
Sanctuary.
I guess I didn't. Thank you, Siri. Lord for you. Those are the lyrics. All right.
Lord for you.
Now, what happens here is that as I'm listening to the computerized voice, I'm picturing what a human voice and a human singer should be doing. So I can hear it cutting off because that's how long I held the note when I played it in. Now I get to imagine myself singing it. So let's go back to the front, see what we got.
Lord, prepare me.
All right, so
Lord, prepare me.
because it's in a timing, I want to respect the fact that it's being timed at 100 beats per minute. So Lord,
Lord, prepare me.
I can go with that.
Lord, prepare
2,
me
3.
to be a sanctuary.
Okay, good. Pure and holy.
Pure and holy.
All right, there's a breath there, so let's shorten this to match the timing mark. Let's try it.
Pure and holy.
You can almost hear it pushing in, taking a deep breath. I know I can hear it through my headphones. I'm hoping it's coming across to you. It's almost taking a breath for the next word.
Pure and holy.
Okay, good.
Tried and true.
All right, true is not locked in, so let's lock in true into the timing mark. Okay,
Tried and true.
let that go.
With thanksgiving,
Okay,
I'll be a
okay, there's a timing issue here. Line that up. Okay,
I'll
timing issue there. Let's line this up.
I'll be I'll be.
No, I just moved that over. Why? Oh, because I took it out of the. It lets you know if you've got a syllable crash, you see that SIL pop up. Sometimes I leave it because I want the sound that it has.
I'll be a living.
As you can see, it's really hitting that B because it's as your notes go up, you push out air a lot more. It compensates for that. Now, if I tie it together, it'll give me that dip.
I'll be a living.
More humanized. That's how I'll leave it.
Sanctuary.
You got that chew in there, so I'm going to bring this over some so that it smooths it out.
Sanctuary.
And
Lord, for you.
all right, so we'll let that be our guide. That is now the highest voice or the soprano. Generally, what I do is I do a save. Because I actually did cause this program to crash the other day. Oh, thank you for spelling it out for me. So now we go here and we do duplicate track, and we assign it our. It's not an alto singer. It is a different style soprano singer, but it's very strong in the alto range. This is where, as I say, if you learn your scales, you'll be able to hear the chords that would form a choir vocal within the scales. Now, I already know the song's going to start on A. The next chordal chord for a alto singer would be 2 notes away, would be the F. So generally what I do is I do it each lyric phrase at a time because there are going to be some more notes I'm going to have to adjust. So this is where the F is, right below this line here. That's how I use Command Shift allows me to be able to shift this all down without jumping notes. Took me a while to get used to this. But now I've got to see is where would the normal alto notes go? D. So this should be on the D. See, it's moving over now because I didn't lock it down. Shift D to this, and now I can move it down. And I hear it.
Lord, prepare me.
Sounds horrible. Why? Because I didn't lock down these two. Down to the C.
Lord, prepare me.
Now, generally what I do now, what I've been doing is to shorten the time, is I'll do a duplicate of the alto track. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Meant to be duplicate, not delete. and I'll start my tenor track, and we're going to use sorrows. As I say, he's got the more deeper tone when you're in the middle. Sorrows, and then I will add the tenor track just to have the work done. He's going to start on the C down to the A. So we do this, we do this. He should be B flat here, and it should be an A here. And what happens is the more you do it, the more comfortable you get. So here we go, 3 parts.
Lord, prepare me.
You can't beat the ability to be able to create music immediately. All right, so let me solo him because now we're doing the next for the alto. How do I want to do this? Okay. We'll take you down to the C and do all 3-part harmony. Generally what I do is I start rewriting the song in my head when I get to this point. You've heard that on some of the videos that I've already put out. To be it's the same. There should be a F here. To be a to be a sank. Okay, you go to the A. G, E. You're on the G. That right? We'll find out.
To be a
No. You should be mute, not playing.
To be a sanctuary.
Got that correct. Go down to our tenor. And our tenor should have down into the A range. So let's select it. Let's bring us down to the that's the A. Okay, it shifted over more than what it should have. Let's try this again. C. Up to the F. E and C. Now this may seem time consuming, but trust me, when you get the finished result, and then you can go in and change the keys or remap how the vocals are. Let's see what we got here.
To be a
Turn on the tenor.
to be a sanctuary.
As I say, looking at the line, sometimes I don't get it correctly the first time. So I always stop and listen to it.
To be a sanctuary.
Come on, come on. Be nice. I've got guests.
To be a sanctuary.
mute the tenor. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to go major, minor, or major on pure and holy for the altos? I can go. I'm gonna go. We'll get the F sharp instead of the F. So that'd be D, F sharp, and G. Move everybody down to where we're going to be starting. Pure. And I already know this is going to be on the black, because that's the black keys. And this is going to be to the G. Pure and whole. Down to the D, which is where we started. Let's see what we got.
Pure and holy.
Okay, we'll add our tenor now. That'll finish off that chord. You're going to be a B flat, because you're at the bottom of the note. Do I want a flat? Do I want a gospel sound there? Let's put the gospel there. That would be the C. And when I call out the different terminologies, gospel sound, classical sound, it's what I want. It's what I like to hear singers sing. I put it like that. I'm not a singer, but I've heard enough singing that I can imagine what chord I would have wanted there. So let's say we're going to put the C there. And you're going to become the D. Is that right? Let's see if I got it right.
Pure and holy.
That's what I wanted to hear. Now, tried and true. Who joined us? How many are watching? 5 watching. Okay, tried and true. We're doing alto, right? Let's make sure we're on the right one. We're on the right one. Right up to scale. Okay, we're coming up from the D and right up to F. Skip that, tried and true. And to E, I think. Yes.
Tried and true.
Okay, let's get our tenor in there. And our tenor will be starting on the A. Up to the C. Wait, let me see. No, this would have been B flat. You're on the C. D and stay on the C. Let's see what we got.
Tried and true.
All right, let's listen to what we have so far. It's always good to go back and listen in case you messed up a note, because sometimes your ears will hear what it wants to hear until you go back and you go, wait a minute, that's not the note I want.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true.
That's what I want. Mute our tenor, go to our alto. It's actually the same notes. With Thanksgiving, be F, D, C. with Thanksgiving. Select, hold it, pull down to the D. With, oh, it should have been an F, not that. Okay, let's do this. Let's put that back up there. With, thanks. Oh, I messed that up. There we go. With, thanks. Two C's. Come on.
with Thanksgiving.
I always play it through to make sure I got the right notes. Then to our tenor. And you're going to have C, B flat, A. Again, in the scales. C, up one more. Yep. C, B flat. And you should be A.
With Thanksgiving.
Okay. Mute you. Go back to the alto. Yes. That's from practicing scales as much. I can hear the notes before I play them. C. E. G. F. E.
I'll be a
Should have been an F.
I'll be a little.
What happened here? It should be a G. An A rather, not a G.
I'll be a living.
Should have been a G, not an F. That's why I always do this.
I'll be a living.
And my tenor rounds it out. You should be at the A. Okay, that's correct. Down to the A, which is right there. A, C. You should be the F. Let's see if I got it right.
I'll be a living. I'll be a living.
Yes, you do have clashes in how the voices sound. Sometimes moving it around will change the attack. So I depend upon how I want it. You want a human sound. How many are still watching us? 7 are watching us. So that's what I always try to go for. How pure? Oh, okay, I don't say pure human. How realistic? That's probably a better word to use. do I want it to sound? Do I want it to sound perfect like a machine? No. So if the software is saying, hey, if you push this voice this long with this note, it's going to falter, that's what I want to hear.
I'll be a living.
And that's the tenor voice that I'm hearing.
I'll be a living.
I've pushed his range. Now if I switch to Hayden, he can hit that note like a soprano.
I'll be a living.
That's Hayden. But I want Sorrow's voice because of how more brasher his voice is.
I'll be a living.
Alrighty. Let's mute you and finish off with the alto part before we start manipulating the notes. Sanctuary. We'll go with the minor this time, not the major on the, not an F sharp, but we'll go with the F, just plain F note. Because you want to change it up. That should be D. Sanctu should be the F major this time. Look at the notes. G. To the D. So on the D, you ready?
Sanctuary.
Okay, that's good. Adding out tenor. B flat, C, D. Back to B flat. Now I can call out these note names because I know I'm in the F major scale and which notes are assigned to the F major scale. It's just, again, placement. F, C, D. Wait a minute. No, F, C. You're not right. Sanctu. Now you should go to the D. And to the B flat. Here we go.
Sanctuary.
And I can do this right here like this. F, D, C. F, D, C. And I can go here and do it now. And do C, B flat, A.
Lord, for you.
A. I'm on G. All right. I think we got it straight. So let's loop this. And then we can play along with it and make sure that it's in sync and that our vocals sound good. And then you watch some magic happen after this. Let's switch off our link to the software, put the keyboard on its own. Alrighty, string.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy. be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you.
So of course I'm going all these different modes while I'm playing it, and as I'm playing the different modes, I'm hearing different inflections I'd like to throw in there. So now that is the the this is what technology we call artificial intelligence that a lot of people are fretting about. I think when you don't understand, and yes, am I saying we're going to replace singers? No. What we're doing with this, what I see that I'm able to do is I can supplement. So if I wanted to, actually, I can. This since these are MIDI files that I am creating, I can export this as a MIDI file into my music transcription software. It'll do all three tracks. Um, One of them does it with the words, but because it has those extra syllable like plus and minuses in them, I have to go in there and take that out. The other software I has puts out each of the notes correctly, and I believe I can add the words to it. So I can actually create sheet music from this, which I'm going to do. I've already tested it out. So that's this part of it. Now, let's say I want to change uh, some of what the vocals are doing. Oh yes, I can select all of these and raise the key as many to well again it can be kind of crazy to put it up to say the A flat, but I can lower it down to E flat and the vocals will all hold their tones. But what I like to do now is go in and Command A just on a Mac to select, and I'm going to put in a copy. Let's just say copy. Here we go. And let's see, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Let's put it right here. And let me just mute this a second, see what we got. Let's turn off the loop.
Lord, for
2,
you.
3, 4. Right there is where it should have started. All right, so let's. Right at 18. Do I want to do it like this? I'll do it the old-fashioned way. I'll just select them. I want to move everything back without having to read. Well, let me do that. I can recopy it again. Actually, it should still be saved. What did I say? It's going to start right here at 18. It should still paste. There we go.
Lord, for
2,
you.
3, and.
Lord, prepare me.
All right, so I've now got that track back again. Let's mute it. Well, I keep this by itself. So now I want to change some of the parts. In my head, I have to be able to hear it. And go to the keyboard. Keep that the same. Okay, the alto and tenor will change. I want to change. That can stay same. We'll go right down the top. Pure and holy, I'm going to change on the soprano. We're going to go pure and holy. So we're going to take you up to. This is if I had a choir and a group that was capable. Or am I hitting this too much? Oh, hitting the wrong two things. See, I always do that. Hit the wrong two prompts. And I wind up undoing everything. Redo. Let me do this. Save. Pure and holy. That's what I wanted to change. Command Shift. Pure to D. Lock that in the center. C. B flat.
Pure and holy.
Let's put you up a little high. Same note. Holy should be the same note. Down the scale. So we're going to move you now up to C. This is the part of the tool that I want musicians to look at, where they can now take a song that they've been playing one way and audibly imagine what it would sound like if they were to change it. Now, for some reason, this is off time. So you go back, tried, move over, and you move over.
Tried and true. Pure and holy.
And
Tried and true.
I want to go tried and true. So let's move this over. Now we're playing with the placement.
Tried and true. Tried and true.
Let's shorten this.
Tried and true. Tried and true.
Let's shorten the and.
Tried and true.
There we go. That's what I want right there. And you're going to see what I'm going to do. So let's see what I changed.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving.
Okay. Do I want to keep that the same? We're going to hold true for the sopranos there for one deep breath while the tenors and altos move around. All right, so let's can I keep that the same there? Yeah. Go to our alto because I still have it saved. Do I want to do it from the alto side? Well, we'll see. It's still saved from soprano in the memory. So let's see. I'm trying to see how much work I want to do. I'm only changing parts of it. Let's get rid of that. And let's save the entire alto part. To command, copy. Okay, we know where it's going to start at, so we don't have to guess there. This way we keep most of the notes together. Okay, that's the alto notes.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary.
Here's the change. B flat. Pure and holy. Well, okay, we'll do it first. Pure and holy. We're going to be B flat. Pure and now, am I a songwriter? Yes. Am I a song arranger? Yes. Have been a good part of my life. I just never had vocals that I could work with to help bring that out. The choir I had for many of my years were church choirs, which means if they can't sing the note, lower the key. There was no, well, let me pull out the lead soprano, the lead tenor. There was no lead. There was everybody. So if you couldn't sing the note, let's lower the key down a half a step or a full step so that the song can still be used as part of the service. But that never stopped my songwriting or song arranging spirit. You should be right there, and you should be right there. What was the alto doing? That's what I want. Holy to be coming off of. Thank you for those who are watching this podcast. Welcome, Organ Shed. Yes, what happens is when you've been a player, a musician for as long as I have, and you've heard good singers and you've heard singers, the good singers stay in your mind because the ones that weren't, that were church worthy, you did so much with the music to compensate. But when you had to play for a real singer that held true to their notes, it made you a better, at least it made me a better musician because I wasn't playing the melody line or playing their part and then having to omit musically anything I would have loved to put underneath or above. When I think in this terms, what I'm doing right now, I'm thinking as a composer that says, what if? And this is what I love about this software. I no longer have to think what if. I can now create it in my mind on the keyboard and then come here and give a nice audible tone to a what if. Now I'm doing a, what's the word I want to use? Let me see. No, I don't want that. Pure and yes, I do want that. A G there. It's like a dissonant tone. You hear it when I put the tenor in there. All right, let's go to the tenor now. And we want to select all the tenor, copy it, and go to where it's going to start. Okay.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary.
This is where we're going to have the change. You two have F sharp. You have got D. I need movement on the tenor, so we need a split of the note. Let's split here. And another split here. Nope, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna split the note. And when you do a split, it actually adds the the prefixes or it will allow it adds the change that allows you to continue what that note is going to be, and you will see what I'm doing here in holy. You're going to match, but now you're going to FD. So you go to F and you go to D. This is what goes on in my head.
Pure and holy.
You don't find musicians today's world who think in the terms of diatonic tones from a gospel standpoint to a song, just trying to add a different touch to it. Singers don't even think like this, I don't believe.
To be a sanctuary.
Change.
Pure and holy.
Okay, that stays right there. Now, tried and true. I didn't do the outro on the tried and true. Okay, let's mute you. You're going to be an F, not an F and A, because everybody's up. Tried. A G.
Tried and true.
Okay, I need that movement there that we changed. So we come up in our soprano and we're going to copy over the change we made, so we make sure that we match it up. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to copy. Du-du-du-dum. Let's delete that. And we put in the exact matching notes. Oh, it's a little off. Okay, right there to line them up. And A.
Tried and true.
Just that easy. And my chair drops on me at times. All right, tenor, you're going to be F. But we got to match up your note too. So that you match them. So you got to go. We'll put you in so you match. And you're going to be F, right?
Tried.
Turn the tenor on.
Tried and true.
It's a little off. Try to adjust that note up a little bit. There you go.
Tried and true. Tried and true.
Keep it clean. Where we at? We're here. You stayed up here. You should have been. Go back into the alto. What did I put there?
tried and true.
You two sound like together. Mute you.
Tried and true.
No, it's gotta change. Soprano note should have changed. True A. My mind is now cleaning up what mistake I made. Okay, take the soprano up. B. We're taking you up to B and up to D. Okay, let's clean that up. To C.
Tried and true. Tried and true.
1, 2, 3. Okay, same note here. I'm actually counting the measures for the notes that I'm changing to make sure that they line up.
Tried and true.
1, 2, 3. There we go. And my alto, your new notes are going to be. Stay on the G. I may change it, but let's see what it sounds like.
Tried and true.
It's supposed to go to true. Let me count this out.
True.
Come up. Okay, let's down to G for now.
Tried and true.
All right, I need my space in there to sort of solidify it. Stay right there. I need four notes. Let me see where we're at.
tried and true.
I need another note, so we're going to split this. And you got to end on the D, or the E rather.
Tried and true. Tried and true.
One, two, three. In between. Tenor by himself.
Tried and true.
Change should have happened there. Ah, butter. Butter, 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 butter. Crash. That's what I did the other day. That's what I did the other. I was keep pressing the wrong two buttons, and the software said, you can't do that." Rule number one: back up, back up, back up. And what didn't I do? I didn't back up those last few changes. But what I did back up was when I put the first soprano change in, but not the additional notes I just added. That's an issue that I've got to. What it is, the shift and the Z are so close to each other. I just take a glance, move my fingers in to be able to hold the notes in place, and I hit Shift Z, and then I hit the other Shift space, and the software says, crash. Now, can I remember what I was doing?
Lord, prepare.
That's the beginning. Oh, yes, this is the trials and error of an evil songwriter. The software says, you can't get evil with me. Let's move over here.
To be a sanctuary, pure and holy.
What was I doing? I remember I did the first part.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary.
All right, so I don't want to be how many are in the room? 6 viewers. This is the issue that I have because I'm doing too much and not paying attention to where I'm placing my fingers on the keyboard, and the software just crashes. And I only started doing that when I began using a new feature that lets me hold the note in place. So let me try and leave my hand away from the keyboard. Try to remember what changes were I writing in there. Pure and holy was where the changes were. flat. Don't touch the keyboard. Have a steady hand with the mouse. Pure. Oh, I said you need to line these up too. Okay. Pure. And is C. Holy, we put a split there, so let's put it, take it up to there. Oh, holy, there's a split there. Pure and back to the B flat. Check it out.
pure and holy.
Alright, go to the alto and make that change there. Alto, I said I had to first copy, Command A, so I need to touch the keyboard. Copy. It's going to start here. Pure and holy. G. Pure. No, not G. Yeah. G. A. Move that over. Line them up. B flat. And then to the G.
Pure and holy.
Go to our tenor. Select. Copy. Paste. In my mind, it's saying save, save when you get this part done. Pure and holy. What did I write? D. F sharp. Is that right? We'll keep it simple. D. F sharp. Yeah, no. We'll move it over right here. Thank you. Oh, man, I did it again. That is weird. Yeah, you're getting to see me going crazy right now. I did it again. I said, gee, I want to move that. I want to center that one note. And I'm looking at the keyboard, and I should be hitting Shift, Command Shift, and I'm hitting Command Z because that's a normal thing for me to Command Z to undo a mistake I made. All right, so I'm not going to. I want to show this process. Um, I'll stay with it like this because I want this process to be uh, observed. Let's let's try to calm Sam down. Let's try to calm Sam down. Hey, there. Okay, got all three in it. Save. All right. Solo. Pure and holy is where we're making the changes. B flat. C. All right, move that over so that it locks in. And you're going to stay on the B flat. Let's check it.
pure and holy.
Okay, save. Since I got so trigger happy, go to the alto. Should know these notes by heart now. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I know you want to move it. Don't do it. One note at a time. G, B flat. No, G, A, B flat, G. Immediately save. So at least I can come back to where I am now. Test it.
Pure and
Mute you.
pure and holy.
Okay, go down to our tenor. And that's going to be D. Already my mouse is slipping it over. Okay. I don't want to do that. Let's do this. T. G. See what we got.
Pure and holy.
I'm leaving off all that crazy stuff I was doing. Just gonna go reharmonizing 101. Let's see. Let's clean that up, line it up. Try and
Tried and true.
that's where I made the change. Tried and true. So let's move this over. Move this over.
Tried and true.
Okay. Taking all that. Up to C. So B. Tried and should be. Let's move that over, line that up. B flat. And down to the A. Yeah, I'm writing again. Okay, do that. B, C. Let's lock that in place. Let's lock this.
tried and true.
All right. We'll leave that alone because we're just demonstrating the ability to welcome Michael to be able to manipulate notes and have a synthetic singer sing what you hear in your head. Go to alto, tenor. I want to mute. Let's see what I did.
Pure and holy.
We'll fix that. A. We lost a note.
Tried and true.
Oh, that's where we made the change at. Okay. Right there. Hold on to G.
Tried and true.
Hmm.
Tried and true.
Because that's a tenor's note there. A and two G's. Move that over. Two G's. Move that over. Yes, I'm hearing it in my head screaming, save. Because I'm about to shift this note. Well, let's see. Maybe I won't.
Tried and true.
All right, tenor. Let's see. We're going to move over the licks, right? So we're going to, let's move it up first. And we're going to be on the F. For the tenor, I'm going to give him a note to hold. Tried. Tried. Let's see what it sounds like.
Tried and true.
D. Tried and true.
Tried and true.
Sounds bad without that note in place. keep it clean when I work on what I'm doing with the tried.
tried and true,
One more down.
tried and true,
Let me take this phone call. It's that time of season where you're getting spam calls. All right, let's see what we got here. What was I doing now?
tried and true,
Nah, we'll keep it simple. Put everybody together.
tried and true,
D. Save. Because I'm about to do something with the keyboard. That should move it over. There we go.
tried and true. Tried and true, tried and true,
Timing.
tried and true,
Right there.
tried and true,
Let me hear you by yourself.
tried and true.
Let's shorten that.
Tried and true. With
What's timing?
tried and true.
1, 2, 3, 4. You can't be hanging out there because you're counterpoint.
Tried and
1, 2, 3.
true.
Okay, what do you sound like all together?
tried and true, tried and true.
So I should have had the sopranos. What do we got in the sopranos?
Tried and true,
Nope. B. B. C.
tried
G. And my tenor is doing. That it? Now we gotta change that. Extend that back so they all line up together. Move that over. Let's see, we got
tried and true.
bring that over to line it up again to here.
True.
Phew. Save, please. Keep the frets
With thanksgiving, I'll be a living
soprano. Going to take you up to the B flat, B flat, C, D, B flat,
sanctuary.
altos. You're going to have G. Is that right? Yep, G. G, A, B flat, G, A, B flat, down to G. Tenor is going to have D, move that over please, D, F sharp, G, D,
Sanctuary. Sanctuary.
we'll keep it up high. Sopranos, Lord for you, C, B flat, A. Altos, A, G, F. Is that right? Yep. And tenors will have F, line it up all right. F, D, C. All right. Lord for you should be the last three.
Lord, for you.
It should have been an A. Somebody right. You're not right.
Lord, for you. Lord, you.
Save, which is very important. Gotta save. Phew. So for those of us who are still here, this is the process of creating music electronically when you don't have access to a full choir or friends who are singers. So now I'm going to play with this. Let me loop it. Because under this format, you can create anything you want musically. Test it out before you present it to your group of singers. And if you find that it is too thought provoking, that it will blow them out, or they're not up to the skill set of what your mind is thinking, you can readjust it again, which is why I have the basic in the front and then what I'm thinking at this very moment. Because I can listen to it and go, bring that down, move that over, put a little more something here. This is the type of thinking that would happen first part on a Sunday morning, second part at a concert, where you can again be free to with what you're doing. I'm going to play with this, and you can hear what's going on in my head musically. Let me change my sound to a ballad stack so that I have a little more of an actual contemporary sound. If you have any questions, I am watching the stream, so I can add that in there. Let's go. Move the mouse here. Scroll to the top. And
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. Lord, prepare
change
me
my sound.
to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you.
To the top.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you.
The second part.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary, Lord, for you.
Okay, so I'm just trying to hold a whole bunch of chord or chording ideas around it. Already in my mind, I'm going, eh. But it's the concept that I wanted to be able to to demonstrate to you that now a musician who wants to excel to the next level, which I consider is when you start to recreate music, number one, that is common, and then your own music to be able to hear audibly, electronically, what goes on in the mind of a composer, songwriter. Now, have I sat with great composers and learned how to do this? No. But I have sat with, I won't say hundreds, but dozens of albums to where I had to learn every aspect of a choir vocal in a song so that now when I sit down and I listen to music that I'm doing or rearranging, I can hear the changes that that composer in his song heard. These changes that you saw, the first one I messed up two times trying to make it finite. I probably wouldn't have kept it like that. Even in listen with this, I'm like, okay, could I get real singers to match this? If I put it in sheet music format, probably. I'm just looking at the second part where I made those changes. Because I can hear where, the 18, where I would make changes in it from a tone concept.
Lord, prepare me
Kept us the same.
to be a
Here's
sanctuary,
the change.
pure and holy.
Now, what would I want to change there if I wanted? If I wanted to change it, what would my change there? Pure and holy. It's taking it high. Keep it up. Don't bring it down. Pure and holy. Keep the soprano up here. Go to the alto. Keep the alto up. Go to the tenor. He's at the G. Stress him out. Keep him up also. Pure and holy, high.
Pure and holy,
Then it came down.
tried and true.
There's the change that I'm going to make. I kept them up there. Let pure and holy be majestic. That's what goes on in my head. Because I was playing it, I'm like, okay, nice in and out. But what if I wanted to do this for a church service? What emphasis would I want to put on the higher part? This is really taking them to that level. Take them up, let them hold up there, then come down. And let me demonstrate what that is. Let's move our loop came back down there. Let's put the loop right there. Let's see how that does. Just to hear what the change sounds like. Again, technology allows this to happen. Where are we at? 18. Here we go. Pure and holy.
Lord, prepare
All the
me
way into it.
to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord,
To be able to manipulate a song like this is a musician's dream. Technology makes it possible. Dreamtonics is only one of, I'm going to say, a dozen software companies that are in this creative mode. The issue comes down to some sites require you to pay a monthly subscription to have access to their software over the internet. Dreamtronics creates a standalone version, which is what this software is, a standalone version. They give you three voices, one English, two Japanese, and this discount that I got was they allow you to select another voice they threw in for free, and that's Maya, who's my other alto voice. She's more of a heavy Japanese singer, but she does good with the English. There are other companies that are creating voices for this software. So this is version, I want to say 1.17. It just got upgraded to where I can now import this screen into my Pro Tools, so I can create all the music and the vocals in Pro Tools. Right now, I'm working in the actual standalone mode. This is where I want to get all my default um, training in doing. And as you can see, I'm having a ball manipulating the notes, almost looking at this music if though I'm looking at an actual person and saying, okay, breathe, don't breathe, sing high, sing low, manipulate, move around, to be able to do that. And yes, you can use this. The vocals that you are hearing is a conversion of MIDI files into audio files within this program. These voices can be bounced as to into actual wave files into your DAW, which would be a cleaner sound than what you're hearing, if that makes any sense. It sounds clean now. It's cleaner when you bounce it into a wave file, which I've already done in some of my software programs that I've done, just to see how much cleaner it is. Perfect. No popping, no hissing. You hear the actual breath marks. Uh, I'm sure you've heard Misty, which is one of the songs that I worked on to help me understand the cadence of a jazz singer. The Misty file that I did was probably, I spent 2 hours on that because I would listen to Ella Fitzgerald's cadence when she was singing that Misty, and I went to the software and I says, okay, match that cadence because this is good practice for you. But this is where technology. How long have I been on? 2 hours, good. I don't want to be too long because I have to go get me a snack. This is where technology now has the I won't call it the church musician, the musician in general. So for so many years, musicians were locked into whoever was singing the newest song. You couldn't get a new song. Your song would never get heard. Like, that's the way I want to put it. That was the frame of mind I was in when I would write songs. I would be like, okay, man, I sure would like to be able to hear this song sung by the choir. Then I listen to them in rehearsal and I go, well, maybe not this choir. But how many opportunities does one get to have a pure singer in front of them, where if so you can hear what does it really sound like? I can manipulate these notes any way I want to. As you saw, I just did one change, and then I changed it again. I could listen to it again and say, you know what? Okay, held them up there for this note. What if I gave them a break and then brought them back in? And again, I'm listening to myself talk, and I'm hearing what I'm talking about. Let's see. Let's bring them to Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. Sanctuary. Hmm. Chromatic down. Go to soprano.
To be a sanctuary.
1, 2. No, don't want that. I want split. Come on, Sam. I'm sitting too far from my display, so I don't see the word split. Split. Okay, let's bring it down. Soprano. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm going to be on soprano. But you're going to get the same split. Sanctu split here. Split here. We're going to bring them down chromatically. Sanctuary. A. A flat to G. What if?
Sanctuary. Sanctuary.
Okay, you should have stayed up. Nope. Well, it's got to make sense. A flat, A flat.
To be a sanctuary. To be a sanctuary.
Okay, bring this out a little more so that it can hold.
To be a sanctuary.
Half.
To be a sanctuary. To be a sanctuary.
Okay, you look good. Let's go here to altos and match what we're doing there. We'll do this to here. Hideout tenor. Let's find the note.
A sanctuary.
split here. And take you to G. Split here. Take you down to not U2. You stay there. Let me see.
Sanctuary.
Okay, gotta be an F there. Come on, stay linked.
To be a sanctuary.
G flat or F sharp.
To be a sanctuary. To be a sanctuary.
Hold there.
To be a sanctuary.
Yeah, let's get a G.
To be a sanctuary.
It'll sound better with the tenor added in there. Tenor is at where?
To be a sanctuary.
D. E flat. Let's go stay up. Let's see if I got it right.
To be a sanctuary. To be a sanctuary.
Let's write the D.
A sanctuary.
You gotta be a D. Strengthen you out to there to match. This is songwriting.
To be a sanctuary.
And gotta strengthen you out to here to line everybody up. Now I did save the last one, so if I mess this
To
up,
be a sanctuary.
what's my soprano doing?
To be a sanctuary.
Now this is again to be able to manipulate and hear what you're manipulating versus you. You know, again, I'm not a singer, never been a singer. This is why I've struggled with getting good representation of songs I write, how they would sound. Of course, I don't have a personnel that I could say, hey, can you sing this for me? And let me hear what it sounds like. And by the time they get thrown with what I think about, they're worn out and they want to be paid.
To be a sanctuary.
Continue.
Pure and holy. Try Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. Lord.
Yes, I'm going to be doing a lot of manipulation of songs, giving musicians another look at how they've been singing traditional songs that maybe have become mundane. I know that West Angeles did a more contemporary version of this song, but sometimes your audience needs to be wowed more than just putting a beat to it, to be able to give them a a different flavoring of the same song. Again, the lyrics haven't changed. I've changed some of the phonetics, dragged out tried and true. Again, this is when you have a song director, a director or directress that can think past the, one, two, three. Hey, let me try this. Again, I've played for directors that would change, on directors that would change. While this, we rehearsed it one way on the Friday, Sunday they had a different revelation to how the song should be sang, and I was tasked to keep up with them. Again, which I learned to do because I was trained as an instrumentalist in a jazz band, and the instructor was a professional trumpet player who had his own band. He wrote his own music, so I learned under a actual professional musician who taught school. So what you're hearing is a lot of what I absorbed as a youngster who was really enthralled with being able to duplicate the music that I could hear in my head. And what you've been listening to is what goes on in my head. So let's take the loop off. I'm going to play it through and bring this to a close. As I say, I'm going to make this a podcast, a new podcast, along with the viewer request live. We're going to be doing Dreamtonics Synthesizer V Pro podcast, where you will be seeing me create music. We'll have conversation. Um, Strangely enough, I don't see the chat live on my software. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, I know why. Because I created a new. No, it should have still come live though. Well, I see you live. I'm monitoring on my iPad, so I see the comments there. But I should be seeing the comments live on my chat. Refresh chat. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Now it pops in. Okay. Had to refresh it. So for those who have been watching, those who are still live, this will be a new podcast. I'm gonna try and keep the viewer requests to Saturday mornings, say starting at 10 a.m. until 12. Cut it down to 2 hours versus the 4 hours I did the previous week. And this one I may look to do on Wednesday evenings because I do have a Zoom meeting that I have every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So this gives me a chance to have a break in between that. But I want to be able to keep this going to let you see what technology is. As this software upgrades and updates, I'll be able to show that to you. Probably for the next one, we'll see, we're in the month of October. I did Thank You, Lord. That was a fun one to do because I actually listened to the album And I got to remap some of that. In fact, let me do that. Let me bring up "Thank You, Lord," because I was doing that one for the upcoming thank you season, which is the November, Thanksgiving season. So let me save this with these changes because I like these changes better than I did the first one I did. Let me pull up "Thank You, Lord" because I need to remap some of the lead on that one. Uh, Thank you, Lord. Where is "Thank You, Lord"? Thank you, Lord. Hold to his hands. Oh, that came out real nice too. There it is. As you can see, I've got quite a few files here. Oops. Huh? Oh, okay, that's the wrong "Thank You, Lord." Hope I didn't make a mistake and overwrite that in error. Did I do that? I would have put more than that on there. Did I rewrite that in error? Oh, there it is. "Thank you, Lord, for all." I didn't think I did that. So this is the "Thank You, Lord" that I created. Now, again, I'm listening to the album, trying to match the cadence of the person who was singing.
No
Go back to the beginning. Oh, turn the loop off, right? Turn off the loop.
tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of diseases, people are slipping away. Economy's down, people can't get enough pay. As for me, all I can say, thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. Folks without homes,
Timing.
living out in the streets, and drug habits some say they just can't beat. Muggers and robbers, no place seems to be safe. But you've been my protection every step of the way. I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. It could have been me. Thank you. Outdoor. Thank you. And no food. Thank you. And no clothes. Thank you. Or left alone. Thank you. Without a friend. Thank you. Or just another number. Thank you. With a tragic end. Thank you. But you didn't see fit to let none of these things be. Thank with a tragic end. Thank you. But you didn't see fit to let none of these things be. Thank you. Or just another number. Thank you. With a tragic end. Thank you. But you didn't see fit to let none of these things be. But you didn't see fit to let none of these things be. Thank you. 'Cause every day by your power, you keep on keeping me. Thank you. And I want to say thank you. And I want to say, and I want to you. And I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done. It could have been me. Thank you. Outdoor. Thank you. And no food. Thank you. And no clothes. Thank you. Or left alone. Thank you. Without a friend. Thank you. Or just another number. Thank you. With a tragic end. Thank you. But you didn't see fit. Thank to let none of these things be. Thank you. Cause every day by your power, thank you keep on keeping me. Thank you. And I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me. I want to thank you for your love. Thank you for your power.
Goodness, I'm on mute all this time. I never took myself off of mute. Sorry about that. Going back on mute again. Sorry about that. I don't know for how long I was on mute. Sometimes you get a phone call, you don't know if it's your doctor or if it's something important. I tried not to not answer the phone call, and I wasn't monitoring to see whether or not you were hearing me. And no one said in the chat we can't hear you. At least I didn't see it coming across. So I'm gonna have to go back over this video. If it's there, I'm gonna have to kill the video and do another one. But what I'm doing is on a software on a song that I have done for Thank You Lord. I wanted to remap the lead part once the choir came in, because I mapped it the first time, then mapped in the vocals, and then every time I hear the timing, I'm like, it's still a little bit off, but let me just get the vocals in place.
It could have been me. Thank you. Outdoor. Thank you. And no food. Thank you. And no clothes. Thank you. Or left alone. Thank you. Without a friend.
Without a friend, that's what I want there. So, without a friend.
Without a friend.
Without.
Without a. Without a.
Without a friend. Let's shorten this.
Without a friend.
There we go.
Without a friend.
And let's extend friend into the next frame to line it up.
Without a friend. Thank you.
There we go. Better. Next.
Or just another number. Thank. Or just another number. Thank.
Or just another number. That is quick in the song.
Or just another number. Thank you. With a tragic end. Thank
That's right.
you. But you didn't see fit. Thank.
Let's stretch that out to fit in the measure.
But you didn't see fit. Thank to let none of these things be. Thank you. Cause every day by your power, thank you keep on keeping me. Thank you. And I want to say thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
I want to thank you for your love.
That's right. Right.
Thank you for your power.
2, 3, 4.
Thank you for protection.
2, 3.
Every hour.
2, 3.
I want to thank you for your love.
Gotta be quick.
Thank you for your power.
And they are ahead of the beat. That's what I was hearing when I was playing it. What have you done for me? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I want to thank you for the love. That's just in beat. One, thank you for your power. Thank you for protection. How did that get off?
Thank you for protection.
Two, three,
Every hour.
two, three.
I want to thank you for your love.
One, two, three,
Thank you for your power.
two, three,
Thank you for protection.
two, three,
Every hour.
two, three, and boom.
Thank you.
And boom.
Thank you.
And boom.
Thank
Three,
you.
four, boom.
Thank you.
Boom.
Thank you.
And boom.
Thank you.
Boom, boom.
Thank you.
And boom.
Thank you.
Okay, I wanted to stretch that out. Thank you. Stretch this out a little more right there. So let's go here. Stretch this out. Stretch this out a little more. Go to here. Pull this out. And pull this out a little more. 1, 2, 3. Am I being heard? Should have been listening to the. Because my iPad, I can hear this. I've got it set low so I can make sure that I can hear it. Let's see.
I want to thank you for your love. Thank you for your power. Thank you for protection. Every hour. I want to thank you for your love. Thank you for your power. Thank you for protection. Every hour. Thank you. 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 Thank you.
Much better. So that'll bring us to a close of this podcast. I'm gonna listen back to it. If I got a whole space there where you don't hear me saying anything, I'll probably delete it and start another fresh one and be a lot more conscious of the of where my microphone mute is. Let me save this. Okay. So that's what I do is I create, I go on to the next song, then I come back after I've learned some more skills from creating the next song and go in and clean up what I can clean up. The idea is to have demo quality vocals, and yes, if you as a viewer decide, well, gee, how much would it cost me to have you do that for a song I want to write? Well, I will. You can put that in the comment, and I'll get you my email address, and then we can talk. Because the more practice I get, again, I'm not gonna. I think I'm the only one that I've been able to find on YouTube who's doing gospel music with the AI. There are other creators that I've met on my Facebook page. There's a whole group that is dedicated to Dreamtonics Synthesizer V, and they're sharing their own version of original songs, and I share it from a gospel side to let them hear 3-part harmony, to let them hear how a soloist in a gospel soloist can be, I use the term replicated through this software, which is still in its early stages. Again, I've been searching for software like this on the internet practically every day that I'm on the internet to see is there one that I want to invest in, and this has been the one that has captured my attention and is now capturing a good part of my time in creating or recreating some of the iconic songs of my past, where I can now show you the chords with the song playing in the way that it sounds on the album, or as you can see, take a song and reharmonize it in a way where you can just create a whole different sound with the same song. So thank you for those who have been here, Bruin, Rhonda, the Organ Shed, and Micah. Thank you for spending this time with me. Let's say I'm going to listen to the to the replay and see whether or not I got a whole space. I'm dead air where you just see my mouth moving. And if I can't cut it out, I'll have another first podcast and redo this again. Thank you for those that are still watching, those who will see the replay if I leave it up. As always, leave a comment, like, share, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, you don't want to miss these podcasts, because this may be an avenue that you might want to venture down. And if I can help be that trendsetter for you, then most certainly that's what we're here for. Sound of Joy Music Services. Thanks for watching. See you on our next, whichever it is, live podcast. Take care and be blessed. Bye now.
My